Hello everyone, this is VJose32 back again, and it's time for your weekly look at what is going on in the world of playing cards. There's always lots of new stuff every week. It's ridiculous how much stuff there is. There's a fair amount going on Kickstarter, so let's get on into it. First of all, we got a new deck from Collectible Playing Cards, the Bicycle Prism Gilded Limited Edition Playing Cards. Very limited, only 1,000 being produced. These were first seen through the USPC at the Magic Live convention a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned it. It was on their Facebook. The Collectible Playing Cards has released these. They are $40 each. That's pretty expensive, but it is pretty limited and it's very unique. Only 26 left, by the way, of those single decks. There's 34 left of 2 decks for $70 each. It is a slightly better deal. You can get 3 for $90. 15 of those left. They were selling 10 of the first printed decks for $100. That's kind of ridiculous. Just paying $100 just to get one of the decks numbered 1 through 10. I don't understand why people would do that. What the big deal is. Everything else, 4 decks, 6 decks, brick, those are all sold out. You actually still get 6 decks there. But expensive, obviously. $250 for a brick. Anyways, the box, you can see, very fancy, very nice, yet fairly standard. Just a bicycle tuck case. But it's got cool, I guess, metallic inks. It's got embossing, the prism gilding, standard cards, faces and court cards, and backs. There's this nice die cut, as you can see on the side of the tuck case. You can see all the pips have been cut out, so you can see the actual gilding inside. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, it looks like we'll have to wait until next year to actually get our hands on these. This, I'm not sure if that's the actual back design or if that's, I'm guessing that's the tuck case. It's nicely embossed. You don't really see the back. There's the backs. They're just standard black backs. There's the gilding here. I'll show you the video. You can see this. Whoops. Hopefully you can see it. Very interesting. That's gilded. That's on the cards. It's very shiny, very cool. I think it's pretty cool. Is it worth $40? I guess. But I think it's just a lot of people probably paying too much money. It's probably more expensive than it should be, but whatever. Moving along. It's very cool, very unique. You won't see anything else like this, I don't think. So check that out. It is funded 29 days to go and they're running out. Next up, also from Collectible Cards, the Bicycle Wood Rider backs. They're very nice from Max Playing Cards. They are funded 13 days to go. The Fancy King Essential deck from Fancy King Playing Cards is funded 5 hours to go. It's an okay deck. Apparently they're going to send anyone to review, so we'll see. And then we got Phantasma Playing Cards, first edition from Card Phantom, who is a fellow YouTuber. Go check out his channel, Card Phantom. 12% funded, 25 days to go. I'm not really feeling this one too much personally, and neither is anyone else really. I guess it's to be printed by MPC with linen air finish. I see printed a sample through USPC, it looks like. You can probably see that video on his YouTube channel. This is the back design here. It's just skulls and pips and blood. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing overly exciting, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with it, but it just doesn't really tickle my fancy. The faces, they're basically fairly standard. Court cards as well, fairly standard. He's actually named them for some reason. Artist, musician. The only ones that seem to have any customization perhaps are the King of Hearts and Queen of Hearts. Obviously the King of Hearts representing him. But they're just basically USPC court cards. There's your tuck case. Instead of just putting the name on the front of the tuck case, it goes right around the entire thing, which is a little bit weird, I guess, sort of. Here you see the Jokers. They have a reveal on them, 7 of diamonds. I mean, it's an okay deck, but it doesn't do it for me. It just, I don't know. Moving along, whoops, we got I'm not sure if I mentioned this last week. Horror playing cards by Ace Collectible Cards, 72% funded, 23 days to go. Make sure you check it out. I will be reviewing them for Ace Collectible Cards once they're funded and once they get produced. Just trying to see when it launched. Yeah, I probably told you about this already. They're very cool. Kind of a dark theme. You'll probably see more of these now with Halloween coming up. Free shipping for all backers. I think that is awesome. That's definitely a thumbs up. Beautiful artwork, very nicely done. Come on. To be printed by Noir Arts in Europe. I believe they're in Europe. As you can see, very interesting, colorful. So that is that. Definitely check it out. Let's move on here. We got Bicycle Spirit 2 limited edition playing cards from playingcards.net. Gambler's Warehouse, funded, 27 days to go. Another one that I recommend checking out. It's very nice. As you can see, they got a red deck, limited edition. They're all printed by USPC, obviously. This is, like I said, the second edition. Basically, they've had some before. I know I've seen that they were going to be putting these out months ago, but it went silent, and I had no idea when it was coming, when they were going to be releasing it. But they have now. It's from Blackout Brother. It's not just recolored, as they say. There's a green gold edition, which kind of looks more like black gold. Very beautiful back design, as you can see. Only 1100 be produced. Everything's numbered. Inner printing in the tuck box. Gold foil and embossing. And just beautiful court cards. Nice. Everything very nice. Green pips for the hearts and diamonds. Here you see the inside of the tuck case. Court cards. Pips. 100% beautiful. Then there's the black gold limited edition, which is similar to the green one. 1100 be produced as well. More or less the same idea, except it's blackface, as you can see. And again, different background and different colors. This time they got, I guess it's almost a gold color for the clubs and the spades. It's red with hearts and diamonds. And then there's a red silver Metalux edition. Again, only 1100 be produced. Silver foil and embossing in the top case. More or less same old, except that it's got Metalux printing on the backs of the cards. You can see there, the foil printing. Beautiful, very nice. And this one's got kind of the standard colors on the faces, the red and black. And it's a red and white back design. They're all similar but different to some extent. They're very nice. You can actually get the special box to put them in for a whole, well, $12 US, $14 Canada. I'm not sure if, obviously that doesn't include the decks. It'd be nice if you could get the decks, poker chips, all sorts of stuff. I used to get some poker chips and dice from time to time on Kickstarter projects, but not lately. There's just too much money going already out to Kickstarter projects to be buying poker chips and dice and stuff like that. Anyway, that's a very nice set of decks. Next up, we got Domination Card Game from Domination Card Game. It's 20% funded, 26 days to go. may or may not make it. It's obviously more of a game, but it's also a deck of cards. Each suit has a different race. You've got humans, cyborgs, robots, and AI. They're supposed to be plastic playing cards, which is really kind of a no-go for most people. Here you see the code cards, nicely customized. You know, they put some good effort into them. I definitely appreciate that. Here you see the back design. It's just a D. It's two different colors, a dark green and a light green. That I'm not a fan of. It's just, apparently that's a, no, there's a stretch goal there. You get a thank you note. It's just a D. It's not overly exciting. It's a one-way back design. Borderless. There's all sorts of issues with that, I think. Ooh, a stretch goal. $7,000. You actually get a special printed paper box. $15,000. A plastic box. A metal box. $30,000. They're not going to hit $30,000. They'll be lucky if they fund. Moving along. I'm not even sure who's producing them. Does it say? I don't think it says. Next up, Bear Premium playing cards from Dirk Conway. Just a quick mention: 60% funded, 19 days to go. 9 days to go. Sorry, not likely to happen at this rate. Gemini playing cards from Lorenzo Gazziotti, Requiem Dream. Stockholm 17 is funded, 22 days to go. Still looking to hit that goal, stretch goal for the third deck. Then we got Divine Art playing cards from Sunis Chaba. It's 22% funded, 27 days to go. Very nice Hindu themed playing cards. Made in India. They're actually going to be produced in India as well. On a 315 GSM black ore cardstock with linen embossing. It's all about Hindu mythology. You don't have, there's not a whole lot of those out there, so I think it's a good deck to have in your collection. It's going to be produced by TM Cards in India, in Mumbai. Free worldwide shipping. And here you see the cards, the artwork. Beautiful, completely custom pips. Very nice. I like it. We'll see, you know, if the quality is good. Here you see the back design a bit. Very nice as well. Here you see the number cards. They got a bunch of pips on there and they colored in whatever the value is. So there's 5 hearts colored in there and 10 clubs. Very interesting. Very nice. Can't say enough about it. Definitely recommend checking it out. Then there is Erie's playing cards from Omnius Midnight Gatherings. 83% funded, 19 days to go. It looks like it's just a matter of time. It's not bad. I'm just not a big fan of it being produced by Liberty playing cards. That's a bit of a turnoff because I know the quality of them is so-so. It's not that great. I mean, it's not horrible or anything like that. It's a decent quality, but it's not USPC or Legends or NPC type quality. Next up, 500 Artists Play Cards by the Mudets Artists. Whoops, I already got that one. 24% funded, 20 days to go. It's just got a whole bunch of artwork, as you can see on the faces. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Here's your tuck case. Obviously, looks like it's going to be. I'm not sure where it's going to be produced. Maybe it says. So if they got 500 artists, why did they only feature like a dozen? I don't know. No idea who's producing them. No idea what the back design looks like. €15 for one deck. A little bit pricey. I mean, it's okay, I guess, if you're interested, but it's not really something that I'm interested in. Next up, we got Bicycle 2016 Presidential Portrait Point Cards by Anthony Dimitri Nikolov, 0% funded, 51 days to go. It's going to do very well, I'm sure. It's just a bunch of copy and paste pictures of presidents and monuments on the cards, as you can see, with all sorts of information. They're looking for $24,500, which immediately tells me it's got zero chance of funding, especially since they got 0% so far. Only ships to the United States, despite the fact that this guy, okay, he isn't Georgia. He's obviously Russian or something. It's just copy and paste. It's obviously trying to cash in on the U.S. election. They're going to have the new president on the Four of Spades, whoever the hell that is. It's a mystery, obviously, which means they're not going to be produced until after the election in the U.S. And then again, they still got another 50 days to fund. But it's not going to happen. Not if it go that high. I don't even know what the back design looks like. Obviously, it's being printed by USB-C. But the goal is just way too high for that. Moving along. We got Samsara and Sky Descender point cards by Barry. These are 50% funded, 15 days to go. You can also get the originals if they're still available. These are unbranded versions of the original Bicycle Samsara and Bicycle Sky Descender point cards. You can see a review of the Sky Descender on my channel. The Samsara I did not get. Oh, it just went up or down in funding. I don't know what that what it was, if it was up or down, but it moved. 50% funded, 14 days to go. May or may not happen. Here you see the original Sky Descender and the Samsara. Wasn't too big a fan of that one. They apparently re-engineered the cards and not just recolors. No markings on this one. Apparently, I guess the old Samsara was marked. 2,500 of each being produced. Here you see the new Samsara has got a purple color with black. It's pretty nice. The back design, the faces, they're also not bad, but I would prefer they're a little bit, I don't know, cleaner, I guess. It just seemed like there's all sorts of stuff hanging off the pips. I mean, I guess it's okay. I do like the color scheme this time around a little bit better than the last time. We move along, and we got the Sky Descender. Apparently it has a thinner border. It has metallic inks, which is weird because it's all black and white. Why would you have metallic inks if it's all black and white? And then again, if you look at the original Sky Descender here, it's got a nice color that pops. It was borderless with it looked pretty nice for fanning and whatnot. This one kind of loses some of that appeal because it's just, well, it's kind of white and gray, not even black and white really. So it doesn't really have that pop to it that the other one had. The number cards, nice custom pips. The court cards, they're just animals. A little bit hard to see, at least in this picture, some of the details because, I don't know, just hard to see, I guess. But similar to the original one, I think. Nice custom pips. Why would they have the Joker in a gold color when that doesn't match the face colors of the other cards? And this one as well, kind of a silver color. Whatever. There's your metallic ink, a gold Joker and a silver Joker. I don't know. If I was to back this one, there you see the original Samsara. I guess it's not that bad. It's just the tuckers doesn't look that great. You know, I'm sort of tempted to get it, but it would cost me a fair amount to get free decks if they're still... Nope, they're no longer available. I can't even get that one anymore. So I'd have to get two. Actually, I could probably get... Whatever. I'm not sure I'm interested in. Moving along. Move that over there. Captive Souls playing cards from Holly Richards, 78% funded, 16 days to go. Looks like it's just a matter of time. Calaveras de Azucar from Natalia Silva is funded, 11 days to go. Contours by Ollie Swinyard is 26% funded, 14 days to go. As far as the one from Natalia Silva is concerned, I have to wonder how well it would be funded if it wasn't for these overly expensive limited edition decks. It might not even be funded yet, who knows. But obviously that is causing it to fund, which is fine, that's fine. I'm just, questioning how else he would have done without those decks. I think he would have funded just fine, and it would have been fine, but whatever. Anyways, Women of the Overworld, playing cards, 0% funded, 18 days to go. Not a very good deck. Then we got Rainbow Illusion, 2nd edition by Landry Sanders, relaunch, 57% funded, 22 days to go. It just barely did not make it last Sunday. It was short, $68. Get out there, get this one funded. It definitely deserves to fund more than some other decks that I've seen fund. Very nice cards, as you can see. Printed by Legends. There's the original. They're colorful. They're fun. I believe he's made some changes. Like originally he was charging some shipping to American backers. That's no longer the case. But they're very cool, as you can see. So go check it out. Wizard playing cards, that's not even a deck of cards really. Well, it is a deck, but it's not anywhere near standard. So we won't bother. Next up we got Red Eyes from Jay Russia. It's 36% funded, 17 days to go. Actually, I think I mentioned that one already, so we won't worry about it. Trump Insults playing cards, 56% funded, 26 hours to go. May or may not make it. They still need like $500 to go, I guess. Quite frankly, I think it's crap. I wouldn't even bother with it. Here's another new one. El Dorado Maya edition playing cards from Emmanuel Valtierra. Previously did the Ancient series of decks. Now he's doing a series on El Dorado with a few different decks. This is 33% funded, 38 days to go. Very nice, as you can see, very nice red back design. The faces are pretty much all gold. There was some people who were not a fan of that, so he changed the spades and club index pips to a silver color, so that's more distinguishable, which I think is good. But still, I would prefer myself, two different distinguishable colors for the suits, but it's not a big deal. You see the court cards, very interesting, very nice. The pips, completely custom. Jokers, the back design, very nice. I like it. Oh, look at that, you can get a dice cup. That's kind of cool. I might have to get that. I don't have one of those, I don't think. To be printed by Legends, I think his previous projects were all produced with MPC, so that's a bit of a step up. And here you see some of his previous decks, Japanese scrolls, Greek pottery, etc., etc. Next up, Trump playing cards by Grain Thomas, 16% funded, 4 days to go. I won't have to mention any more of these Trump decks anymore because they're both going to end before next week's video. It's not going to happen at this rate. Then there's Baxter, Funny Fantasy playing cards by Rocky Nicholson. It's 31% funded, 27 days to go. Ooh, looking for $8,000. That's going to be probably hard to get the $8,000. Nice custom pips though, I see. Oh, they got acorns for the clubs, I guess it is. That's pretty cool. And a maple leaf for the spades. The back design is this here. It says Baxter's on it. It's very one-way, very promotional advertising type for their brand. Not a big fan of it. I mean, it's not all bad, but it's just the one-way elements, especially with the name right across it. A little bit of a turnoff. Court cards, very nicely done, as you can see, and the number cards as well. Very interesting, kind of cartoony. And ooh, there's another one here, Baxter Ghost, which is a kind of a black and white version, I guess. The Ghost Edition. There's all sorts of information on it. However, there's no information on who actually is producing the cards. Which makes me wonder how they can set a goal when they don't know what the costs are going to be. Or they just haven't told us who's producing it. I don't know. But, oh, okay, here we go. NPC will be producing them. Which is fine. Anyways, moving along. The Battle of Muscles by Paul Google. 90% funded, 40 days to go. Looks like it's going to make it. I'm not really too much into Hanafuda cards. I prefer poker decks. And I'm not really interested in playing cards that have big, beefy, muscular guys on them. Madame Luena's Crystal Ball Tarot card deck. 0% funded, 51 days to go. It's not going to happen. Hatched Playing Cards by Joel Russell Huffman. Another new one. It's funded, 25 days to go. Really small goal though, as you can see. It's an animal themed deck with animals from North America. To be produced by MPC, 310 GSM, only in Finis. You see some of the cards. There's the back design. It's actually pretty nice. Simple, but nice. Although it looks almost like a one-way back design. It is a one-way back design, absolutely. You can see the difference from one corner to the other. And from one side to the other. Top and bottom are different. Everything is different. Which is unfortunate, but it's still pretty nice. Here you see code cards, number cards. Pretty interesting. Not bad or anything like that, but not really doing it for me, unfortunately. You can see he drew everything by hand. It's very nicely done, lots of detail. You might want to check those out if you like it. I do think the goal's a bit low though. So you know, just take caution with that. Line's Deck of Elements by Line. 35% funded, 6 days to go. Not looking like it's gonna happen, unfortunately. There's this Dust Onyx Tarot deck. It doesn't really, I don't think I'll even bother to mention more than that, but may or may not fund. 23% funded, 29 days to go. It's not really your typical tarot deck. And that is that for Kickstarter. There's a bit more to talk about. I'll try to get through this pretty quickly. Just bear with me a second. I click on a few things here. Alright, so there's this Fortune Casino playing cards. It's a fake casino printed by USBC, made for, released in Japan. If anyone can get their hands on a set of these for me, I'd appreciate it. They're fairly standard though, as you can see, not a big surprise. 2 free jokers, it's pretty cool. Simple back design, you know, but it's still kind of cool. Nice colors. I've seen them on some Japanese sites. You Google them, you'll find them, but unfortunately they probably don't ship to Canada, and there's a small problem with them being in Japanese. Next up, I came across these on Big Blind Media the other day. Some people calling them ugly. I'm not sure I totally agree with that. We got the Regatta Premium Playing Cards, also known as a GPS deck. These are both by Steve Gore. They're 20 pounds each, which is pretty expensive, but there's only an additional 5 pounds to ship, so it's not horrible. It's got a marking system that allows you to have the card shuffled by a spectator. They can name any card, and then in just a couple of seconds you locate the card. You don't even have to spread it, and you can cut, cull, or force the card, or anything else you want to do. It's pretty interesting. They're produced by USB-C, and I am getting them. Both of these decks I'll review. Here you see just custom jokers and ace of spades. It's got a regatta theme, a sailboat theme. Interesting, weird back design. The other one is the Suits playing cards, also known as the Amnesia deck. As you can see, again, custom jokers and ace of spades. Kind of interesting. Again, same price. Again, produced by USB-C. This one is a deck that allows you to perform most, if not all, memorized deck routines without having to learn any stacks. It does apparently have a stack, the Aronson stack. All you need to know is that, or partially know that. It's also marked apparently. You can do any card at any number. You can know how many cards instantly that they cut into your hand. All sorts of stuff you can do. So they're pretty interesting, and I like that they're printed by USB-C. You can find out more at bigblindmedia.com. At least they're not more Carnival branded decks with skulls or anything like that. Then this is coming soon from Incarded. I'm not sure when soon is, but soon. It's the Celestial deck. It's very nice looking, as you can see. No idea when it's coming out though, but I'll keep you posted on that. Excuse me. And then there's this is the Baxter deck, funny fantasy playing cards. Then the bicycle flying machines. There's this new pink red one. Apparently it's a Walmart exclusive. If anyone in the US can help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. Because obviously they're not going to be available in Canada. Then there's this, a new deck from Jasper's deck. And the new deck order, limited edition. Looks like 816 produced. That's what it says right there. Very colorful tuck case and back design. As you can see, recolored. Pips and everything. And apparently a couple of double backers. No jokers, it looks like. I'm guessing. I think they have double backers instead of jokers for color changes and stuff like that, which is fine. I'm not sure where it's available. It's not available on the new deck order website, unfortunately, but it is apparently available from a TCC playing card shop on eBay, I guess. What else is there to tell you about? I mentioned the Ico deck. I'm not sure when it's coming yet. Couple more I'll probably mention very quickly. Nothing new from the big websites lately. Oh yes, there's one here that's on Indie No Go. There's nothing coming this month apparently from the Penguin Card Club, Penguin Magic, because I don't know, they're not doing it every month. So coming soon to WorldCardExperts.com from DeVoe is this green emerald, I should say, Blades Blood Spear deck. It's just fine, but it's just another recolor. And also Cardistry Ninjas. Hiya! Apparently they're coming. They'll be available for pre-sale for members on October 1st. Public release October 15th. Don't worry about them selling out because I don't think there's a whole lot of members. I was a member. I think my membership has ended. Fortunately, it's just I don't see any point in being a member. You really don't get a whole lot. There hasn't been a whole lot of releases or anything like that. It's just $100 that went down the toilet. If you got $100 you don't want, just send it to me. So that's coming. I'll remind you about that later. There's this, the hundreds. I might have mentioned this one last week. I think I did. I'm not interested in it, but it's from thehundreds.com. It's an interesting bat design, although it's a one-way. It's just an advertising deck. There's not even a custom ace of spades. Just a custom jokers. There's definitely better advertising decks out there. Whatever. And then on Indiegogo, which is Indie No Go, there's this new deck called Enigma playing cards. A lot of green. The problem with Indiegogo, as I mentioned before, is usually people not too interested in using it. I mean, it means signing up for another website. It means possibly losing your money. This one actually has a fixed goal, so I think what that means is if they don't get $7,500, you don't lose anything, just like Kickstarter, which is awesome. But a lot of people are turned off just by the fact that it's Indiegogo. It's interesting though. Not a big fan of that back design. But anyways, that is that. That's what's going on in the world of playing cards this week. I should check a couple more things. Coming up on my channel this week. Let's see what we got coming up. It's just slow. Too many things running, I guess. Stupid Windows. Coming up this week, the Armor deck is coming tomorrow. That is from Armor.com. It's a new version of the Fire Hose playing cards. There's also the Glamour Nuggets, the blue one. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Black Diamond Tally Hose, Jackson Robinson. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles deck is on Thursday, and then Friday, the White Gold Joker and the Thief. And then the next week, I got Fate Chip and Oddbods. And I haven't gotten anything this past week, so we have to wait this week, see if anything comes. I should be getting something. And collectiblepointcards.com, they got the new Lux, the latest Lux point cards, Lux Palm. Superior brand point cards in the 3 colors. Summer NOCs, Casuals, Glamour Nuggets, and playingcards.net. Let's see what they got that's new. Garage sale going on across the road. No playing cards, unfortunately. I checked it out. They got Liars and Thieves, Casuals, more Mardianos. They got Cyrus and Anubis, Western Folk Art, Carpe Noctem, which I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to get or not. Fake Chips, Bicycle Frost, Madison Select, Joker and Thief, White Gold, and more, and that's that. Make sure to check them out. Don't forget collectiblepointcards.com. Use the code VJose32 to save 10% off your order. Links, discount codes down below. That's that. I've talked way too long. I apologize. It's a long video. Hopefully next week it's a lot shorter. See you next time. Thanks for watching. And